So as you guys know, I surprised my little brother with what was this beautiful second gen. Well, he decided that on his way home from school today, he was going to crash it. And now here we are with a smashed second gen. You tell him what happened, Jaden.
I'm on my way home from school. I was coming over the hill, and a car turned their turn signal on last second, causing the car in front of me to slam on their brakes. So I had to slam on my brakes, and I just slid across. It just got done raining. Boom.
The second gens don't like to stop as it is, but then when you have a car slam on their brakes in front of you to turn last minute, I guess you end up like this. Now, it doesn't look bad from right here, but if you guys come right here and look closer, the whole bumper is twisted back. Wheel liner is obviously caked in front of the spring. Headlights smashed, fenders smashed. That is obviously garbage now. But the best part is right there. I don't think the drag link should look like that. You definitely did a number on this one. Yeah. How is this? I bought you this truck like 3 months ago. You've already did something to the transmission, wrecked the whole front end of it, and you said you and Gabe smashed the side of the bed. So another thing that they did was he was helping Gabe do something with the trailer, and I don't know, but then he sideswiped the bed with the trailer. You're trying to load up a car or a truck?
We were just spinning, and then it just went to the bed or the trailer.
How is it that, I surprised Ethan with the truck. He cleans this truck. He takes very good care of it. Then Jaden, on the other hand, I guess you are 17 years old, and you are experienced the first time driving, and you end up like this. Like when I gave this truck to you, it ran and drove perfect. And now, it's just going downhill every day, bro. Like, you got to calm down with it. You have other parts here to build this truck, like a rust-free cab back at home inside the garage. You have an air dog, a whole entire lift kit for it. All you literally needed was wheels and tires, and you had a rust-free second gen on a 5-inch lift and air dog fuel system and what else? Injectors? Yeah. And you would have been ready to rip.
Well, at least it happened after I painted it.
Well, you got a point there, but you still wrecked the truck. And now you just better hope that nothing else is bent when all this comes apart, because this thing definitely needs some love now. So, I guess you can try to get the bumper off. It is wedged inside of there very bad. All these mounts are pushed into the front stuff. I don't think anything up here is damaged. It's not leaking at all. But, the mount is definitely stuck.
I might have to take a grinder straight through the middle.
So I'm standing inside the store. I actually think I was at Harbor Freight buying jumper cables or something stupid. I look at my phone and it's like, yo, I just wrecked the 2G. Me thinking he's playing around. I'm like, bruh. He's like, no, for real. He FaceTimes me. This truck is just laying in the middle of the road with 2 other cars and this thing just sitting there smashed. I said, oh, that's cool. So I pulled up on him, realized that he actually did, in fact, smash his second gen. Luckily, nobody was injured inside the accident. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Obviously, we all know trucks are replaceable, but nobody was injured at all. Unfortunately, some cars were smashed, but cars, all that stuff's replaceable. Life is not. I have once before been into an accident inside of a second gen. I had a blue extended cab long bed dually, very similar to this truck. Mine had a 6-speed inside of it. I was actually hauling one of Gabe's trucks years ago. I think we were going to a show or something. I got into an accident as well, so that was not fun either. But it's a lesson learned. You will definitely now take more precautions when driving and be aware of all of your surroundings, not just yourself. Or don't drive a second gen in the rain. That would probably make sense. So luckily, I know how to act fast inside of these situations when it comes to second gens. And after we left the accident, I immediately went and started looking for parts for this truck. So obviously we have a complete rust-free body for this, but right now we are not swapping that over to the truck until he gathers the last few parts that he needs. So we actually went to a local junkyard. Surprisingly found halfway decent fenders. The outside, everything is rust-free. There is a little bit of rust on the inner fender, but this will definitely get him back on the road. We also found another stock front bumper on it, and this time he has the valence. And no, do not add chicken lights to it, because if you add chicken lights to your vehicle, it's not a semi. It's still a second-gen Dodge. We have to get all these parts unloaded. And when he first told me that he wrecked the truck, I hadn't known how bad it was. In my head, I was like, okay, if it's totaled, I guess we'll just give him the big truck body and then do something crazier with that truck. But then we seen it, and I was like, okay, we can just go grab you a fender, grab you a bumper. The parts we just gathered, we still have to get a headlight and the steering components, but we can get this thing back to where it looks like it is a complete vehicle, because right now it is smashed, and that's no good. So he's gonna get those parts out of the bed of the truck, and we're gonna start getting these front fenders off and the bumper off. Hopefully the bumper comes off easily. Like I was saying, it is smashed into the front of the radiator and stuff, but it should be a pretty easy fix as long as nothing else is tweaked on like the core support or the door and the side brace. I know I have extra ones of these if we can't bend those back down. It does look like it's tweaked a little bit up. This we should be able to bend back down. He hit his door a little bit, but take an adjustable wrench and get inside there and just pry it out. You know, it'll ride out until we get the body swap on it. First things first, put the phone down. Second thing second, grab a creeper. Third things third, grab an 18mm on a ratchet wrench, take off your bumper. What are you doing, kid? You looking at the wreck 2nd gen?
It actually worked really good.
You know why I did that, right? So it's easier to get the bolts off. You grab a 19mm, you take off your cap mount, get right into the bolts, and I mean, my plan was when I bought this truck was to teach you how to work on a 2nd gen, and I got you something that wasn't perfect for this reason. But I mean, the circumstances suck, but at least now you're learning how to take the bumper off and the fender and rebuild the 2G. Welcome to the club.
20.
Now flip your 18 back on there, and you're ready to bust off that side. Right to the scrap pile it goes. Is that Hasbulla on your shirt?
Yeah. Gotta keep these, huh?
Brand new infinite headlights and you smashed them. They're 2 days old. That's sad. You need a new fan clutch in your headlight. Yeah, I guess unhook both your batteries, pop your batteries out of it, and then we start taking the million bolts out of it. So, well, that bolt's already unhooked. There's like 40 13mm right there. You have a 13 at the bottom right here. That is just non-existent anymore, so that's sick. 13, and yeah, you gotta get your ABS module all unbolted. Unbolt your fuse box off of the side of this little mount. Got a little project ready to go.
Yeah, what size are the batteries? 13s?
13s or 12s, yes. What is this? That probably popped out of somewhere. Just need the 2G King to show you how it's done.
Get this one off. That would probably snap.
I hooked that side too so it can't spark out if they touch. Well, it's got aftermarket fenders on it, but obviously someone didn't do the job right because this should be welded to this. So it had new fenders, but they obviously weren't installed right. Out with the old and with the new to Jaden, I should say. Actually, now that I think about it, we got metal to bend back first. Good as new. So one bolt in right here, that way you know. Doesn't fall off and smack me in the head. Obviously, you know, Brandon's the second gen king, so I had to show him the ropes on how to install a fender. So I did notice one thing on this truck though, right here, the whole cab is twisted a little bit, which sucks, but missing this bolt. So for the time being, I ran a self-tapper through the bottom of the fender and that should ride. But all we got left to do is just slap the battery back in it and then it's pretty much done. Besides the steering that's bent and getting a headlight on it and then the bumper on it tomorrow. Good morning. And now you got a new day today. What's the plan for today with this truck?
So I bent the steering. Looks like a freaking U. Bent the steering, so we got a new one of that. So we're gonna toss that on and see how she rips.
And then you're gonna drive your truck?
Yeah.
You gotta get an alignment after that. You're just gonna let it ride?
Yeah.
Align it with the tape measure? Okay, so unfortunately, I am out of Heim joints to build a crossover steering for this truck, but he wants to drive it today. So one of his buddies actually has the same exact truck. He got all brand new steering for his lift kit. And he actually gave Jaden his old stuff for the time being until we get more Heim joints for a crossover kit. And he's gonna throw this steering on it. Yes, it's a factory steering off of another truck, but it'll at least get you back on the road and you'll be able to drive your truck today. And next week we'll throw some crossover on it, a 5-inch lift, you'll be ready to rip. You have to get wheels and tires, a bed yet still, and the cowl hood. And then we'll be able to get all the stuff painted for the body swap on this truck. And then he'll have a rust-free second gen. And obviously, it's already not wrecked anymore. So slap the steering on it, slap the bumper on it, slap headlights in it, and you're ready to go. Less than 24 hours later after crashing it. Got one of your tires off.
Yeah.
Now you literally just gotta pop off this nut, take it off the pitman arm, and take off that tire, then you're ready to get your new steering on. How is it in the life of a 17-year-old with a second gen Cummins? Being the only one that pulls up to school in a 1-ton dually.
Better when it's not crashed.
Well, it's not crashed anymore. You have a fender. We're gonna hit the O'Reilly's, go grab some navy blue spray paint, make it look good for you. And then, yeah, you can start gathering more parts now for your other truck.
Yeah.
What's next?
Pitman on.
Okay. Want to take a guess on what size socket it is?
18.
21.
Star bit. Or
You're going star bit with it?
Yeah.
That's a 12-point socket, buddy.
That's what it's
12-point star bit socket. So now you get to fight taking off the pitman arm once you get it unbolted, because usually they're not fun to get out, but being that it is covered in oil, it might not be too bad. Now I'll go take the hammer and wham the other side. That's crazy.
That bar's bent, bro. Oh my god.
You want to drive around like that. He went ahead, got the steering rods on it, stabilizers back on it, wheels and tires are on it. He is now working on getting his headlights on it. We had a set of sport headlights at the house that he's going to throw inside of it. And yeah, now you got to figure out which bulb to plug in, because it's a non-sport truck, but a sport headlight's going on it. Until he does the body swap on it with the rust-free body, he'll then buy new headlights that are custom built, and then it'll eventually have a complete sport front end on it. So he's gonna throw these on and then throw the bumper on. And this truck will be back on the road in less than 24 hours after wrecking it. He's working on getting this little pigtail fixed, because when he got into the accident, it decided that it wanted to break a wire. But he's got it fixed. He actually got new switchbacks, new LED headlights for it from Glow Gang Lighting. So now he doesn't have a busted up headlight bulb anymore. He's got a brand new one. And yeah, he's gonna throw that headlight in, slap the bumper on, back this thing out of the shop, and then we got one more project I have to do. Wow, it actually looks like a truck again, which is crazy. It looks better than it did before, minus the red fender, but bumper's on it. He now has a valence on that bumper. Obviously, that bumper is not perfect. But like I was saying, eventually this truck will get a sport bumper. So right now he's throwing a wheel liner into it. He's going to back this out of the shop. And then, yeah, you're back on the road, buddy. Hey, well, this side matches. Until you go to that side, and that side's red. Well, you're back in action.
Hell yeah.
You're definitely not gonna hit no other cars today, are you?
No.
And your truck's back on the road.
Actually, doesn't look terrible.
No, the bumper looks a lot better with the valence on it, though.
Yeah, I do like the valence.
How is the gooseneck taller than your truck? That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
So, well, he got the second gen all fixed up, and he's back on the road, so that's a plus. But now I have one more project that I want to work on before today's video ends that I actually love doing to all of my vehicles. This thing has like heated seats. My ass is on fire. Anyways, as you guys know, I build a lot of vehicles, and like we get my brother's vehicles. I have a lot. We're always building something. So today we have my mother's. Is this even considered a 5th gen? I mean, it has a headlight that I've never seen before, but yeah. Anyway, she can't see shit even with no window tint. So obviously her factory headlights inside of there, you guys can see, are not gonna cut it. So we actually went out and got a set of Lasfit LEDs for it that we're going to throw in it today. So hopefully, you know, she can see a little better at nighttime. She's not even that old. I don't know how she can't see. But anyways, got high beams and low beams. We're gonna throw these in. Shout out to the guys over at Lasfit for sending these things out to us. They should be a lot brighter than the factory Dodge headlights. It's a gasser. I don't know anything about gassers. It probably just makes these noises. You would know. Do gassers make noises?
They're broken.
Don't buy a new truck, end of the day. So I'm going to throw these headlights in really quick, and yeah, hopefully she can see a lot better, because right now she complains that she cannot see at night. Well, we got LEDs in here, as you guys can see now, and that side is no longer out, so hopefully she can see at night. Let's see if the bright lights work. So I put the bright light bulbs in it as well, and yeah, it should be a lot brighter at nighttime, but this is done. I have to go on a very long road trip really quick to get my mega cab, and I know you guys haven't seen that truck in about a long time now. So that's gonna end today's video. We're gonna close this hood. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell your grandma, your aunt, your stepsister, your dog, and your pet fish that I uploaded, and I'll see you guys in the next one.